just like you know already, the trees are very valuable. Not only are they valuable everywhere, but particularly in that region of the Amazon, because they help store carbon. And that storage capacity is lost when all the trees, start to burn. And then all it does is just produce more carbon and pumps it back into the atmosphere. Then we have an even weaker atmosphere. And one thing about Brazil is it's beautiful, beautiful country. But it's not, as well off and as developed as other countries. But it's very popular. It's a lot of tourism. But then again, it's also a lot of politics and just fucked up ways over there. And very material driven. A lot of greed going on over there, of course. And this is happening by its own, inhabitants. So while the Amazon is burning, is that there are some NGOs, and NGOs are basically non-governmental organizations, people, who have their own driven purposes to intentionally set the Amazon ablaze. And this, one thing that I know is that this isn't the first time that it is happening. You know what I'm saying? This is just another time that it's been going on for 3 weeks now. But it isn't the first time. It's been going on for decades. And the main reason for this is because one is for cattle ranching and to raise livestock. And for money, of course. Also, there's indigenous people in the forest. And one thing about that is a lot of people don't really like to see that there's still indigenous people living in rainforests, living outside of society, living outside of, the city or whatnot. And they like, why are you here? You need to go. Like, we're about to do this. We have, money to be made. You got to go. So, yeah, there's a lot of politics going on in Brazil and on the land about indigenous people still being there. And, this is something that has been repeated in history numerous times, not only in Brazil, but everywhere globally. People like to come and steal people's land. Per usual, Brazil did have a recession 5 years ago in 2014. And if you live in the U.S., you know that we went through a recession in 2009. And we're still suffering some effects from that. So Brazil is not, very, it's a lot of poverty over there. It's very poverty stricken. And if you guys know anything about poverty stricken communities, eventually the people become very materialistic, very money equates everything. And, it creates just chaos and a lot of bullshit going on. But yeah, so they're going to the Amazon, basically burning down the trees so they could get, raise some livestock. And with the recession and things going on, they have to start producing more beef, more soy. And beef and soy is very, first of all, not good for you. It's what they use to, feed the poor people or whatnot. So, yeah, that's basically the main reason why the Amazon is burning. And one thing that I learned is that, first of all, the Amazon is huge, but there are companies that have parts, that actually own parts of the Amazon. Like, literally, there's a lot of U.S. companies, too, that are directly linked to owning parts of the Amazon. So that should just let you know that they own pure bullshit over there, okay? But I digress, about that. And their president, he was recently elected. He has a lot of politics and a lot of hatred going on. So does a lot of presidents. But his election caused a lot of further upheaval and destruction of the Amazon and the forests and things like that. And he's just lost all all in the sauce, baby. But yeah, that's why the Amazon is burning. Also, another situation I would like to bring up, most importantly, is the sub-Saharan Africa is also burning ablaze. Now, it's not the same situation as far as someone, doing it for just money-driven purposes, but it's also ablaze. It's more trees burning over there in Africa than it is in Amazon. But they're doing it for a different reason. They're doing it to, if you know anything about farming and cropping, at the end of the season, farmers, they burn their crops. They burn their land so their soil quality could be a little bit more rich, next season around, which is understandable, but it's just like, it's ridiculous that people feel like they have the right to deliberately set Mother Earth on fire. It's ridiculous. But like I said, I digress. Because Africa is burning and the Amazon is burning right now. Whew. Bless our souls. Now I want to get into talking about Yemaya. Yemaya is an African and Brazilian goddess, which is so not coincidental that Africa and Brazil are both literally on fire right now. But yeah, she's an African and Brazilian goddess who signifies the beauty of the country Brazil and the country Africa. People in Brazil celebrate Yemaya on New Year's by sending her flowers, boats, and scriptures into the ocean. Now, this is the part where my messages started coming in. If you look at this Yemaya card, there's a big wave, tidal wave behind her. And this tidal wave, to me, represents momentum being built up. And right now, we're in a time period where a lot of things are being built up. And the waves represent the power of the water deity, Yemaya, and how the sea is the root of earth life. One thing for you to know is that Earth is known as Gaia. Mother Gaia is known for having water. Humans are made up of mostly of water. The earth is made up of 70% water. So water is very significant in this card to me with the tidal waves. And it also lets me know that wherever there's destruction, like I always say, wherever there's destruction will be restoration. Regardless of the circumstances, regardless of how chaotic the shit may look, it's going to be restoration and something will be balanced out. Another message I was getting was purification. Water to me represents cleansing, purification, things like that, restoration, not only for the Amazon, not only for the world, but also for in our personal lives, in our family lives, and the collective. People have to start cleansing themselves. They have to start purifying themselves, because once we do that, then our earth can start doing that. I mean, she's going to do it regardless. She's going to do it regardless, but our earth will feel the energy of, it's going to take a while for people to understand that concept. But once we start purifying ourselves from negative energy, from doubts, from fears, from anxiety, all of that, we can start, purifying our souls, purifying our bodies, purifying our spirit. we send energies out into the world, into the atmosphere, and Mother Earth does the same 10 times fold. But yeah, those are the channel messages that I got from this particular card. And I've been channeling these messages for about almost 2 weeks. And I just really started putting everything together a few days ago. And I'm like, you know what? I need to speak about this. I need to get this out to everybody because people need to know. People need to know. And people already know. But sometimes we get distracted and we get blockages from external forces, from negative forces, that we can't really concentrate on what the reason is, why this is happening. So this video is to let the information be known, to let it be exposed that a lot of people are not purified right now. So do your part, purify yourself, purify your mind. I'm doing the same, you know what I'm saying? I'm not excluded. No one is excluded. We need to continue to do this all the time. Not once, but all the time. If you guys could like and subscribe to my channel, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Even if you don't subscribe, if you could please like the video so the message could get out to other people who need to hear this too. Thank you.